What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about NFTs, non-fungible tokens. What are they? How can you buy them? Should you buy them? We're going to be covering all of that in this video. Before we get started, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel a lot. So before I get started, let me start off by saying I am not an expert in NFTs or cryptocurrency. NFTs are a type of cryptocurrency, but I just have, many years of investing experience. But in terms of the NFT space, to be quite honest, I've been in NFTs for about 5 days. A lot of you guys might be laughing. Wow, this guy's about to teach us about NFTs, but he's only been doing it for 5 days. I'm not claiming to be an expert. This is not investment advice. This is what I've learned from basically staying up like the past 5 days, looking at people's Twitters, doing my own research, getting into NFTs myself, and trying to just make this process easier because I know a lot of my viewers have been seeing about it, have been learning, and seeing NFTs on Twitter, and I've gotten a ton of DMs. This video is just kind of to try and summarize the basics and how you guys can buy them. But yeah, if any NFT expert is watching, sorry if I make any errors. This is what I've learned in the past week about NFTs and through my experience about investing. So let's start off with what is an NFT. Everyone will give you the answer, oh, NFT, non-fungible token. But what really is a non-fungible token? We're going to break it down. So fungible, best way to think about fungible, a word that most people know, is replaceable. If something is fungible, it is replaceable. It is not unique. It is not one of a kind. For example, when you go order Air Force Ones from Nike, you don't care if you get the Air Force One that was produced here, there. As long as those Air Force Ones look the same, you'll be happy. If it's a new Air Force One, there's tens of thousands of Air Force Ones all over the world. As long as they're new and fine, you order an Air Force One, you're not getting a one-of-a-kind Air Force One. Those Air Force Ones are replaceable. Same with, dollar bills. You can have 5 $1 bills. You'll exchange it for a $5 bill. It's equivalent. Something that's non-fungible, for example, is the Mona Lisa. There is only one Mona Lisa that was ever painted. You cannot, go get another Mona Lisa from the corner store. You can't order it online. There's only one original Mona Lisa. So non-fungible tokens are assets, virtual assets, that are not replaceable. They are one of a kind. People ask, how can you discover or, make sure that these assets are unique? This is, once again, I'm making everything simple. This is done through the blockchain. Thousands of computers all over the world, when you make a transaction, use the digital ledger, which is public. Anyone can go look it up. That will, say I transferred 5 Ethereum or whatever currency or whatever digital currency you're using to purchase this NFT. It's available for everyone to see. It gets confirmed by many computers, and it is on that digital ledger to confirm the authenticity of that purchase and that you are the owner of said NFT. I do want to take a second to touch on the blockchain, because that's another word that's thrown around a lot, and a lot of people don't necessarily understand. What is the blockchain? So the blockchain is a digital ledger that really takes out the middleman for confirming transactions. Usually when you're at a bank, you swipe your card, the bank will tell you how much you have left if it's a debit card, and then it'll communicate with the store, say, okay, this person has $5 in their bank account to purchase whatever. The digital ledger blockchain, which is a digital ledger, makes this all public. It takes out the middleman. You have computers working all over the world that will look into your specific wallet, your crypto wallet, which I'll touch on in a bit as well, and records all these transactions in a public ledger. It runs the blockchain runs on various cryptocurrencies, mainly Bitcoin and Ethereum. There's definitely others that I'm not touching on. Once again, I'm not an expert, but yeah. So that is in simple terms the blockchain. All right. So the next topic I want to discuss is why buy an NFT? Why are they valuable? It's not an easy answer. A lot of people say people are crazy who are spending $69 million on an NFT that, that was the most expensive NFT sold. It's called, I think, the first 5,000 days, sold for $69 million, right? So why are people paying this massive amount of money when you could just right click, save an image, right? Use it on your phone, use it as your profile picture. So first and foremost, to address that profile, download image thing, that goes back to, the blockchain, which I was talking about. That is not the original picture. If the NFTs I own, you're able to literally go on the blockchain, see, okay, Kirsch bought this Supduck, Kirsch bought this, whatever the NFT is called, it is his, there's proof there, right? So you downloading an image is not the same thing, just how, you printing out a picture of the Mona Lisa is not the original Mona Lisa. There's always value in the original item of something. Next, which is driving up, in my opinion, the value of these NFTs and gets deeper into the psychological aspect of why NFTs are valuable, is you're buying into a community. So let me just show an example here. This is the Oni community. This is what the NFTs look like. I own one. It's like my biggest NFT. This chat is constantly going, people just encouraging people, talking about everything. FaZe Banks puts messages in here. Gary V puts messages in here. Logan Paul, Aiden Ross, they all just bought these NFTs who are part of this community. And, you know, when you buy into this community by buying an NFT, a lot of people have that sense that, you know, they are now in something together with like-minded individuals who love the art and things like that. You know, that's obviously another aspect to the price. You know, for more of the more profile picture-based NFTs is the aesthetic to them. You know, personally, these are subducks. I really love these. You guys can see in the top corner there, I'll throw a picture of my subduck. They look dope, right? It's pop art style and things like that. I own the original of my personal subduck. So that is another reason. And then lastly, and perhaps most importantly, which will get like developed further in the future, and what, you know, I think the real potential for these NFTs comes in is, you know, the benefits and associate and future implications that they will have. So the Bored Ape Yacht Club is one of the most popular, expensive NFTs out here right now. So you see in the description here, so, you know, you grant access to member-only benefits. The bathroom, a collaborative graffiti board. You know, future areas and perks can be unlocked through roadmap activation. So it is a lot of speculation about, you know, what these NFT projects will do. It's driving up hype, you know, certain member benefits and things like that. So a lot of it, yes, is, you know, you're paying for what could potentially be worth a lot in the future. Whether that's rational or not is up for you to decide. A lot of people say you're crazy doing it. A lot of people say this is still undervalued. This is worth 25 Ethereum just to get this picture. Well, not that exact picture, but the cheapest ape, you know, 25 Ethereum. That's close to $100,000, if not more. Let's check, 35 Ethereum. Okay, yeah. So $114,000 is the cheapest ape right now. So you're buying into that club. You get that sense of community. You obviously have the NFT itself. You have the perks that are associated with it, and any future value that, you know, holding on to that NFT that will give you. So now let's go into, you know, everyone's big question: how do I buy an NFT? Well, first you're gonna need to get yourself some Ethereum. Most of them are on the Ethereum network. So what you're gonna want to do, get some Ethereum. The easiest way in the US, go to Coinbase.com. All right, so we're at Coinbase.com. Click sign up. Type in your email address. I'll probably just make another account, actually. All right, so sign up for Coinbase. Boom. You're gonna need an email. It's probably gonna say, okay, type in your name. So you do need to be 18 to get a Coinbase account, but there might be ways to do it if you're under 18. I'm not sure if everything is 18. So create an account. Okay. So now we are getting somewhere. I got 5,000 free Bitcoin. Pog you. Okay. We send a verification email, go to that. Boom. Then you're gonna have to type in your phone number. Okay, so once you fill everything out, you're gonna be in your Coinbase account. You can, you know, go up here, click buy or sell. You're gonna have to link your bank account and things like that. You can pay through PayPal as well, and you can, you know, buy Ethereum, right? And then it will show up in your balance right here. You know, sorry, right here, as you can see, available balance. It'll show up there. Next step to buying an NFT. And let me just preface this with, I'm going to be talking about how you buy NFTs on OpenSea, which is what I use. Most NFT projects are there. You're going to need something which is called a MetaMask account. It is a Google Chrome extension. Put simply, it's just, you know, what connects with OpenSea. It's a way to get Ethereum from your Coinbase to purchase an account on OpenSea. MetaMask is what most Discords use, and a lot of, you know, crypto-oriented sites use to, you know, transfer Ethereum and many other cryptocurrencies. So you want to go to metamask.io.download. You know, you're going to want to download it. It comes as a Google Chrome extension. Then it will pop up here. Okay, so your MetaMask account is going to show up here. You know, you can see my Ethereum balance. This is where your Ethereum balance will be. It's probably blurred out on screen. You can check a bunch of things. And yeah, so you're going to want to get Ethereum onto your MetaMask when you go to purchase something on OpenSea. You know, say, let me just do a example. I'm just going to show you the example of why you would need MetaMask. So when I go to click on this one here, buy now, it's $286. People would say I'm crazy. Click buy now. It's going to tell you to sign into your wallet, which is your MetaMask wallet. So you're going to need to get Ethereum onto your MetaMask wallet. Let me show you how to do that. So yeah, I'm not actually going to buy it because I don't really want this, but you would check out, actually I think I can, actually I don't know. I'm not going to do it because I'm pretty sure that buys it, but it would then link to your MetaMask account. So download MetaMask. You have your balance here. What you're going to do after you buy Ethereum on Coinbase, you're going to go to send and receive. Send, make sure you have pay with Ethereum. There's many other cryptocurrencies there, but make sure you have pay with Ethereum. Type in the amount you want to send. Let's send $10. And this is how you do it. Go to MetaMask right here. You copy this address, copy to clipboard. You need to make sure, like, this is once again, you need to be very careful with these things. I know people who have lost thousands of dollars sending to the wrong address and things like that. So just copy this to your clipboard. It's copied. Type in the address here. Continue. Boom. Boom. Okay. You're sending $10.01. If you guys made it this far and you have not dropped a like or comment or subscribed yet, please do so. I like making these videos for you guys if you want to see more. If you have any questions about the NFT process that I missed, I probably forgot a lot of things. Pretty nervous making this video. But yeah, do that. Okay, boom. About like 30 seconds later, you guys can see right here, I received $10 US of Ethereum. My balance went up accordingly. So now we got the Ethereum in our MetaMask wallet. Now to buy the NFT, what everyone is asking about, this is what you do. Say you have an NFT that you like. You know, for example, I like Oni One Force. You literally go here, pick one that you like, to buy now. You know, it's then once again to clarify, this is like an auction. You know, some are for bid, some are for buy now. Make it simple. You know, go to buy now. It will, you know, list them price low to high is what I recommend. Because I assume, including myself, I don't have tons of money. So you have all these different options. Click on one, buy now. It will link to your MetaMask account. Click checkout. Boom. It'll take like a few minutes, and then they will appear in your MetaMask as NFTs. Okay, and this is actually in your phone app. I'll probably show up a picture right here of someone who has NFTs in their MetaMask, but now it's in your MetaMask. It's yours. It will be confirmed in the digital ledger, and yeah, you now own an NFT. So a lot of you know, people ask, you know, what NFTs should I buy? How do I do that, right? So put it simply, what I literally do is follow a lot of NFT experts. Like I said, I'm not an expert in NFTs. There's a lot of people who know a lot more about NFTs than me, who've been in this space for years. Yeah, you just go to my Twitter right now. The first tweet there is Gary V about NFTs. So I followed a ton of NFT people. I don't want to. That sounds silly. I've saw a lot of people who are experts in NFTs and, you know, followed their advice, see what they're tweeting about. Here's another one. So check out my recent following on Twitter. A lot of them are, you know, NFT experts, and I will see them talking about, you know, certain NFT projects. What I am personally invested in, let's go to my portfolio. My first buy was a World of Women. World of Women is a project, as you will see right here. Collection of unique, cool, and diverse women ready to leave a mark in NFT space, created in bringing more diversity and representativity into the NFT space. I think this is a great project. Finance and cryptocurrency has been, you know, majority male dominated. This is a good way to, you know, bring about diversity and inclusion in the community. I personally have made a profit on this. And you know, the way I found out about this, one of my friends told me, Logan Paul spoke about it on a podcast. So again, this isn't a science, and this, you know, seems silly. You're just kind of blindly listening to influencers. But what did I purchase? I purchased for 1.1 Ethereum. Now the cheapest World of Women is going for 1.7 Ethereum. And mine is a bit more rare than that, so it'll be worth even more. So that's how I purchased the World of Women. The next one was Subducks that I purchased. This project I found out from literally, you know, I think it was FaZe Banks. He owns a ton of them. A lot of other influencers own a ton of them. I see in the Discord channels that I'm in, people talking about Subducks. This one I bought for 0.45 Ethereum, and now, you know, I think I've like quadrupled my money based on paper, of course. You know, once again, you don't make many money until you sell these, right? Cheapest one's 1.4, so I've more than tripled from the basic Subduck. You know, there's different versions of rarity, which I'll probably touch on right now. So people say, you know, once you discover, say you want to buy a Subduck, which Subduck should you buy, right? So what I recommend doing is, you know, going to the floor price. Once again, floor price means cheapest price. Going to buy now. All right, so you can get the cheapest one for like 1.4 Ethereum, right? One of the things I touched on that make NFTs valuable is their rarity. So, you know, for example, this one might have more rare traits like this type of hat than that type of hat. But they're both roughly the same price. So now this is a cool website everyone should use. It will help you determine how rare the NFT is in the collection that is launched. So let's go type. All right, so now we're here at Subducks on this project. Let's move this over here. So this subduct is for 1.4 Ethereum. It's number 1762. Let's type it in right here, 1762. So of the 10,000 subducts, this one's 9,874th most rare, which is very unrare, right? So this one is not very rare at all. So, this one's the same price, 8250. Still not very rare, but more rare than the other one, right? So I would suggest that you buy this one over this one. They're the exact same price, but this one is more rare. And this is a way to, check. You can click on the NFT and then go to properties. It will literally tell you 6% of subducts have this toxic background, 6% have the Hawaiian shirt, and 6% have the comb over. So you really want to look for those rare traits that make your subduct rare. I'll show you, for example, once again, what I did for my subduct and why this one is more valuable. You go to properties. Only 2% of subducts have a sombrero, and this is a way to tell how much I could potentially sell mine for. Click on this. It'll show you all the subducts with a sombrero. Click buy now. Cheapest subduct with a sombrero is going for 1.59 Ethereum. So I can safely assume that I will be able to sell my subduct with a sombrero right now for 1.59. And really, there's only two below 2.3 Ethereum. So if I were to list a subduct right now, I really wanted the money, I'd list it, somewhere around this. I would have made, close to a $5,000 profit on that subduct, which is nuts. Just to reiterate this, same thing I did with the Oni, which is my most expensive and exclusive NFT. I bought it when it was 2.6 Ethereum. I wanted to get in when it was like 1.4, but I'm a dingleberry. Once you can go to properties, only 1% have this half buzz haircut, and that's what got me into it. There were other ones of the exact same price that were less rare. I did the exact same thing I just showed you. Went to Rarity Tools, typed in the ID number of a lot of different ones that were the same price, picked the one that was most rare. Only 1% have this trait. Let's click it, see what the cheapest one is going for. Buy now, 5.2 Ethereum. Other than that, 6.9, 7.3. So I have no plans of selling, but if I were, I would do it closer to this price. 7 Ethereum, that's over 20. That's close to $25,000. $22,000, and I bought it for 2.6 Ethereum, which is at the time, 7,000. So that's close to a $15,000 profit. Once again, huge risk. I'm not saying this cannot go to zero tomorrow. These literally could all go to zero tomorrow. Please do not buy NFTs with any money you are not comfortable literally losing, because this, I'm not going to deny, we probably are in a bubble, at least some bubble. A bubble means when the prices are artificially high. So yeah, I hope that was a good, how to purchase your NFTs, how to discover them. There's no real science on, how do you find the most up and coming NFTs, a way to do it as well. You can go to stats here, look at volume. The ones that are trading with the most volume tend to, be the most active and up and coming, things like that. There's, here on Rarity Tools as well. You can go to all collections, it lists them by volume. It's a good way to tell, which are liquid and which, you'll be able to buy and sell. Now, I told you guys to ask a bunch of questions on Twitter. We're going to go to my tweet, try and answer as many as we can. So what are the cheapest NFTs? This one's from Stefan. What are the cheapest NFTs that have a likely chance of being worth more down the line? Not an easy question to answer once again. It's a lot, I don't want to say random because it's not. It has a lot to do with the community behind a project. I'm not also really sure what you know by cheap. For any of my, supporters who are watching who want to get in and only have a few $100s, what I've seen a few people talking about, once again, I don't know much about this project, are chibi dinos, which I did buy a few of. I spoke to Extra Sly about this. He said some NBA players are like captains of these teams. You can get the cheapest one for 0.07 Ethereum. What is that, like $250? Yeah, $247. I have no idea if it's going up or down. Didn't hear it from me. Well, I mean, you heard it from me, but buy at your own risk. This is, one of the cheaper projects. They look kind of cool. You have some NBA players involved. I'm going to be trying to respond as many DMs as possible after this video goes out. So if you have any more questions, just DM me. Let's go to the next one. How much did I spend on my first NFT? It really is how much are you willing to lose, to be honest. It is very risky. Be comfortable losing all the money. As grim as that sounds, just, that's kind of the reality. Is it a good idea for younger 16-year-old to invest in NFTs? In general, I think it's great to invest in anything as young as you can with the amount of money that you can. NFTs right now are definitely on the way more risky side. You have your traditional safe investment like bonds, which are government debt or company debt. And, you have stocks. Gold is also a safer investment. And then NFTs are all the way over here. So you got like bonds, and this is the spectrum. You got bonds, stocks, gold, stocks, some other risky stuff. NFTs are literally very, very, very risky. The price of that one has changed by thousands of dollars literally every hour. So if you have the money for it, I would suggest doing it. I wouldn't put all your money in NFTs, maybe, 10% of your portfolio, depending how young you are. What is this way without having a lot to spend in the first place? It's maybe like not the most relevant advice, but if you don't have a ton of money, I don't know if NFTs are the best place to start, just because it's super high risk. If you have a ton of money, I would go to like Fidelity or Schwab and buy fractional shares of, Amazon or Apple or established companies with way less risk who, have proven track records of profitability. Should I buy an NFT? Dilsey, no. No, I'm kidding. It's really up to you if you want. Should I purchase one? What's the best cheap options? Once again, purchase one if you want. There's very high risk. This is a good question. How do people make NFTs and what sparks interest into them? A lot of the NFTs are, from your traditional artists. They, design a base. For example, let's go back to, it's always a good sign to see Oni ones up there. So, they'll do a base design, and then, with a programmer, they will say, I want this number of Oni ones to have this color hair, this type of headset, this color skin, they're wearing this. So, they draw base collectibles, and then, they program through some complicated thing I don't even know about. This is not the case for all of them. I just know some of them, and they'll say, I want 1% to have these attributes, 2% to have these attributes, 10% to have this attribute. And then, you come up with a collection. Another question, which I kind of touched on, how do you verify the authenticity of an NFT? To my knowledge, it's just through that digital ledger, through the blockchain, right? You're able to go see who minted the NFT, where it's been in the past, and, that makes it authentic. Question from Tina Rex. If the crypto market drops, does the price and worth of the NFT also drop? Most likely, yes. Directly, yes, because, for example, this is worth, if someone's bidding 3 Ethereum, if the price of Ethereum goes down from $3,300 to $2,000, this is now only worth $6,000 instead of $9,000, right? So you're buying these in units of Ethereum, pieces of Ethereum. So if the price of Ethereum drops, the corresponding value in dollar amount of Ethereum drops. In general as well, these are closely tied to the crypto market. Bitcoin has been surging in price the past few weeks, as have these. So there's definitely a strong correlation between the overall trend of the crypto market and the price of NFTs, which, once again, I want to make clear are a type of cryptocurrency. All right, that's all the questions I'm going to be doing today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you all for asking questions as well. Once again, I'm not an expert. I'm just someone who's invested, in traditional methods for the past close to a decade of my life. And yeah, super obsessed with NFTs. Brought in the information the past 5 days. Try to give back to you guys in the simplest means. Love you guys. Peace.